Hi ho. Well, today we're doing butterfried chicken and rice. This is the recipe that my mom used to make for us, and we absolutely love it. And literally, all it is browning the chicken in a cast iron skillet. That's what I have here. 2 sticks of, actually it's 1.5 sticks of butter that I start out with. Then I add the other half throughout the cooking. But you melt it, and in the meantime, I'll be seasoning the chicken. Usually I do 2 full chickens, but this time I'm going to do 1 full chicken and a couple of individual chicken breasts, because I like the extra chicken breasts. And normally I put it in a deep dish skillet, the one that I usually make with the spaghetti. However, I'm going to put it in a roaster this time because I'm adding, extra meat in there, so it's going to need to be a little bit deeper to hold enough of the gravy that we make, which is a butter gravy. We'll make it from the existing butter that's going to be melted with the sauteed onions and the garlic. You just add water and then let it cook down. So this is the beginning, like I said, and in a few minutes I'll show you my my basic seasonings that I put on the chicken is the granulated garlic, granulated onion, salt, and pepper. And that's how I'm going to do it this time. Okie dokie. See you in a few. Okay, so the butter's the butter is melted and not burned. I've got the fire on a medium, like a 6.5. I might go a little bit lower to 6 when I'm frying up. Over here, I've already pre-seasoned the chicken with my standards: salt, pepper, granulated garlic, and granulated onion. Typically, I make just 2 full chickens, but instead, because I could care less about the thighs and the legs, I like the wings and the drums and the breasts. So instead of getting 2 full chickens, what I did was 1 full chicken. I took the breast out of it and put it over here with the rest of the extra pack of pack of fryer breasts, because I like my skin when I have my butterfried chicken and rice on my breast. Anywho, so now I'm just going to brown it, and then I'll transfer it and show you how I normally transfer it, and then show you what I'm going to do this time. Okay, putting you back on hold. Alright, so you see how it's browning. Very nice. I'll probably brown the wings a little bit more without burning them. And even if it has a little burn on it, it's okay, because the butter got too hot, so it kind of burned a little bit. I did move the temperature down to 5.5, and I might even still go down a little bit more to 5.0. I don't know. Every stove is different. But you want it good and brown, and even though that looks like it's good and brown, once you add the water over it and it starts to cook down, it's going to go back to like a bland color, because the color is going to wash off. So it's okay to get darker. It does not have to be cooked all the way through. That's not what your intent is here. You're just trying to brown it. Then you transfer it into the deep skillet. So if we were just doing 1 chicken, you would use 1 stick of butter. 1 stick of butter, and you would do the whole chicken, brown it just like this, transfer it to the skillet. Then the leftover butter in here, what you would do is you would saute your onions and some garlic. Then you add in a package of the Lipton onion soup mix. Then you add the water, mix it all up, and then you pour it over the chicken in that big skillet. And then you just kind of like boil it down. You're not boiling it down, but you're boiling it down to doing the finished cooking. And it'll be absolutely fabulous. But anyways, I'm jumping ahead of myself, and I'm going to come back and show you the progress once I get done. Now, like I said, normally I put it in that skillet, but I'm going to actually put it in the roasting pan, since I have so much chicken that I'm doing this. Part 2. Okay, apparently my storage is running out on my phone. So, if this goes off again, I'll just have to keep putting these little splices on. Anyway, I make rice to go with it, and any vegetable that goes with, any kind of vegetable can go with it, really. And then I just kind of put it on the plate. So, when it's done, I'll come back. Okay, bye. Okay, so I threw out the other butter because I burnt it. So what I did was I put I took some of the drippings from the chicken and the other skillet, and I put a couple of spoons of it in this skillet first, and then I put 2 sticks of butter in here again. I put in the chopped onions. They're sauteed and cooked down the excess water that usually comes in onions. So now you see they're kind of browning and everything, so I don't want them to burn. And now what I'm getting ready to do is take 1 package of this Lipton onion soup mix and sprinkle it in here. So hold on, I'll show you that in a second. Okay, so now I'm getting ready to sprinkle this in here. And you see, actually I probably should put a second package in there because I got 2 things of chicken, right? Yep, that's right. Okay, so if it was 1 thing of chicken, 1 chicken, I would put 1 package. But because it's 2 chickens, I'm putting 2 packages. So next you'll see it when I add the water. Okay, so now you see I've mixed both packages up in the onions. It's cooking down, so now I'm gonna add water slowly. That's normal, we're supposed to do that. Now you see that color? That's the color that it's going to be when I put it over the chicken. So that's just to start off, because I'm putting it in this big old pot. I'm probably going to have to add more water. So this is just to start it off and mix it up first, and then pour it in this pot, and then I'm going to turn the pot up, and it should be done pretty soon. Okay, hold on. Alright, so I poured everything that was in the big skillet into this big pot over all the meat, and I added some more water because I want to pretty much cover the meat. I really don't want to go higher than what this level is, even though that chicken breast is sticking out, but you know, once it starts boiling, it's gonna cook everything anyways, and chicken breast cook really fast. So I'm getting ready to turn this heat up now from the 5.5, because pretty much now all we're doing is just boiling it down a little bit. We're going to turn it to high because everybody's hungry. In the meantime, I've got a pot of water boiling for the minute rice, and I'm about to do the creamed peas, and the ratio for that is I usually take 2 cans of peas, sweet peas, and pour it in here with the juice, and these 2 cans I'm going to pour the juice off. Then I'm going to cook it and cook it down, and then I'm going to add the cream to it and cook that down. So you'll see that process in a few minutes. Now you see how that's rocking? That pot is moving. Yes, rice is already done. The sweet peas are over there cooking down. I just added my stick of butter. Let me see if I can get you closer over there. Got you plugged in right now. So you see it's kind of boiling up pretty good. I'm going to take that lid off there in a second before it overboils. Let some of it boil down and then add a can of cream. Yeah, I better take that lid off now. Okay, and let me show you the butterfried chicken. See that color? That's how it's supposed to look in there. So I've got it cooking down pretty good. And there's a certain look that the meat will look like, and that's how you know it's done. It's pretty much if it's falling off the bones. So it should be done here pretty soon. So right now I'm just, not putting the lid on all the way. I'm kind of like cracking, or what's the word I'm using? Cracking the lid on there. So that way some of it can escape, because otherwise that is going to overflow. So let me unplug you. And that way you see what I'm doing over here. Oops. Guess I should just unplug the whole thing. Okay. So there's the sweet peas. I've got it on pretty high also, so that way it'll hurry up and cook, because everybody's kind of hungry. It's like 7:56. Should have did this earlier during the day. One of these days I'll get a little bit more organized. Who am I lying to? I'm 51 years old. Maybe this shit will never change. But it is my desire to get a little bit better with my time management. So anything can happen. So that looks like it's pretty low. Let me get the spoon. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty low. I can let it cook down just a little bit more, and then I add the cream to it. Actually, I guess I could add the cream to it now. Alright, hold on. I wish you guys could smell it up in here. It smells absolutely fabulous. Anyway, so about to add the cream. I take 1 can of evaporated milk. Doesn't matter the brand. This is the Fred Meyer Kroger brand. Only because it already has the automatic lid thing on top and I don't have to look for the damn can opener. It just makes it a lot easier. Just pour that in there. And it's going to cook down and get nice and thick and kind of curdled. And when it gets to where it's supposed to be, I'll come back and let you see it. Okay, now you see the peas kind of thickening up now. So when I turn the fire down, it's going to settle. It's going to kind of curd. And that's how it becomes creamed peas. You see, it's not so runny, it's kind of thick. So I'm going to turn this fire off here and let it set for a minute. And then they should be done. Lid on, fire off. Okay, so my dinner is done. Okay, except for the peas are going to settle. And once they settle, we'll present it on a plate and you'll see how it's all supposed to look. Alright. Okay. Now, you see how thick that is? That's creamed. That's what creamed peas are. So, those are ready, and dinner's ready to be served. I'm about to put everything on the plate, and you'll see it. Alright. You're welcome, honey. Okay, so that's what it looks like on the plate. Creamed peas, rice with the butter gravy, and the chicken breast. Butterfried chicken and rice. There you go.